You see me here. See, it came in with this game looking like we're gonna 4-cap us. I managed to delay that. Selflessly sacrificed myself to delay that a little bit. Just to help. I like that just to help keep the team's morale up. I mean, you know, once people see a locked in 4-cap, they, you know, stop fighting and then, you know, things go downhill from there. But, yeah, team morale, important thing. But we're not going to spend all day talking about this footage because there's so much to talk about past and future in terms of what's going on in Dust. Okay, guys, my audio has been fucking up really badly for a while now, so everything from this moment forward is basically just gonna be a big fat stream of consciousness from March 26th to April 9th. We got the Sidearms Showdown and Commando Contingency event. We are being offered rewards for using, guess what, Sidearms and Commando suits. It's 1,000 SP for making kills with those things. It'd be 2,000 if you did both at the same time. And the SP is all capped at 750,000, which is a number that people familiar with these kind of things are familiar with. Getting a kill with a Commando suit will also net you a Proto-Aurum version of that suit, capped at 400. So basically, long story short, after March 26th, go Commando. Let's get some 1.8 coverage in here as well. I covered a bunch of this stuff already in another of my videos. But since the last time I talked about this stuff, they released a whole bunch of new things on equipment. Long story short, all the equipment is basically getting some kind of nerf. But then they're adding a new piece of equipment, which makes you invisible. Now that's exciting. How that's going to work, it's called the Cloak. Like you didn't guess that that's the kind of name it would have. You Romulans, you. But, yeah, it is a piece of equipment. How it works is you pull the equipment out, you turn it on, and you are in some kind of invisible for until either the energy runs out or you swap to something else. So you can't turn invisible and then keep your gun out. You gotta turn, you know, it's swapping to, you know, get from one thing from invisible to, you know, some other piece of equipment or weapon you want to use. Although, you will be able to turn invisible and then go hack something, which is really going to make certain skirmishes pretty interesting, I'm guessing. If you could slip right by people and hack something, that's certainly got a potential to change the dynamic of the game. Well, you know, being able to turn invisible at all has got a big potential to change the dynamic of the game. We're just going to have to see where that takes us. CCP said in one of their posts they were excited and nervous about it. Okay. As to the nerfs and equipment, they also mentioned if you were using the suit that went with the equipment, your equipment, you know, quality would be comparable to what you were used to before. But I mean, but is it? It's going to be strange because you might be able to get for instance, let's take the rep tool. If you had the bonus off the Amar, or not Amar, it's not Amar anymore, it's Mimitar now. Thinking old, think new. But you would be doing, say, 25% stronger repairs. However, the repair range is shorter. So go look at all the new changes to equipment. I'll link that below. And yeah, go look at all the patch notes. I gotta get through this quickly because you know, stream of consciousness, people, stream of consciousness. Time to kill has been changed. A bunch of other nerfs, weapon nerfs. Bunch of rifles have had their damage nerfed, and the submachine gun anywhere from 9 to 15% depending on the rifle. That's the 15% apply to some of the newer rifles, like the combat rifle and the rail rifle. some of the weaker nerfs would be on things like submachine guns. Oh, you know what? Right here, let's go back and look at those cloaks really quickly. I'm going to show you some images of the cloaks. I know I'm not doing this in order. I put this in the footage already. The last time I tried to bring you audio, here's what the cloak would look like from if you saw another person cloaked. And here's what it would look like if you were cloaked. That's just a shimmer. That's what it looks like if you're moving, by the way. You hold still, you're completely invisible. Okay. Stream of consciousness continues. Blah, 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 blah. So, what else? Okay, so time to kill. Yeah, oh, and more nerfs. More nerfs. The modules are getting a nerf. Damage modules. So, you used to have modules that give you 10% more damage. Those are being dropped back to 5%. The original 5%ers are being dropped to 4%, and the ones that give you 3% show 3%. So yeah, they want to change the whole time to kill thing. They want to make kills take longer, I guess, for most of us. Although they're leaving my precious HMGs alone. So thank you for that. Lasers are getting a buff. Mass drivers are getting a buff. I won't go into that too much. Yeah, you know, I kind of like these weapon changes. Because, you know, laser rifles, I mean, who the hell was using laser rifles? Not anybody that I know. I mean, I could probably count the number of times I've been killed by a laser rifle in one hand. It's 5. But, I don't even know that for sure. But, yeah, that's everything. That's everything in the future. That's everything you have to look forward to. And there's me dying again. So yeah, I do... one topic I want to mention. So, as you've guessed from everything I just said, if you're watching this video for tips of any kind, make sure when 1.8 hits that your suit matches up with your favorite piece, with your favorite weapon or equipment. Because you don't want to look like a scrub. You don't want to be some, you know, assault rifle user wearing the suit that boosts the laser damage, you know, and you don't want to be some logi, you know, who reps people, but they're wearing the suit that only boosts this, you know, what would they, you know, that only boost the nano highs or something, you know, make sure that stuff matches up. You don't want to look like a scrub. Oh, so that's the future. That's, you know, I'll link the last 2 patch notey things in the bottom, but between these 2 videos I've had talking about 1.8, I'm really done. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm done talking about 1.8. I'm finito. Let's go to the past a little bit. Whoa, let's finish talking about the Million Clone Challenge. Oh, we got extra SP from that. For everybody, so that was 2 million for most of us, 3 million for fellas like me who felt like they needed to have an Omega booster. Fun fact about that event, we stood at the end with 2,741,333 clones killed. That's an interesting number. I saw a lot of sad posts from people who couldn't play during the event. Didn't get their 2 million to 3 million SP, and all I can say to those people is neener, neener, neener. No, I'm sorry. That's mean. I shouldn't be like that. I should be more respectful. I finally looked at my footage. I had to cut a bunch of audio from this section and redo it. But in a minute here, we're going to backtrack even further. Oh, a quick note I can add. Something I just thought of blissfully. This is slightly older footage. This is footage from the 16th. Normally the time that it takes me to get footage up is much shorter than that. Normally I get something up within 48 hours of taping it. But this is footage I just sat on for a little bit. I let it marinate like a fine wine. Yes. Oh yeah, oh god. Okay, we're gonna go all the way back. We're gonna go all the way back and talk about Operation Mahler. Did I ever tell you guys what I got for that? The good and the bad. The good is I got 500,000 SP off that, so that's rounds out to about 3.5 million SP I've racked up since the start of March. That's quite a bit to add to my repertoire, I can tell you that much. And I got about 3 million ISK off that event. Just under 3 million ISK. That was nice for me. I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm just giving you a recap. Oh, look at this. Oh, this heavy's about to kill me, and oh, I got my ass saved by this Ludicor guy in the footage. Wow. I'm going to show you his score at the end and say nice things about him because he saved that clone. Thank you, Ludicor. But, oh, we're getting sidetracked. We're getting sidetracked. Yeah, I got lots of SP, 3.5 million in total. 3 million ISK, or just under that. But what I didn't get were all my HMGs. Damn you, CCP. I finally get to say something nasty about you. Yeah, you only gave me 70-something of those HMGs. You were supposed to give me 300. That's a very naughty CCP. Very naughty. Why aren't you giving me all my guns? I put in a ticket, still haven't got it. So I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting, CCP. You gave me some very nice deliveries, but it's not complete. Continuing on. I've told you about what's coming up. I've told you about what happened. I've offered you a tip. That's complete coverage, people. I've got through everything. I've got a little time left to burn here. What am I gonna go into? Oh, I could talk about. Oh, I could talk about PC. I'm not really in. Let's just say I'm not actively in PC at the moment, but I was in some interesting PC battles a few weeks ago. But yeah, oh, I was watching one of CEO Pyrex's videos. He basically told people not to do PC. That's the second thing he said that I don't agree with. I think someday I'm going to have to call him out on some of these things and make a I don't agree with you CEO Pyrex video, but that's something for another time. Yes, I believe PC could use some more fixes to it, however. Something to increase the accessibility of it for the regular player base without sacrificing, you know, how intense an experience it is. Something like that.
Hostile MCC damage.
I'm gonna have a video where I talk about PC in the future. I mean, this game is not. I understand how this game works. It's not meant to be balanced. PC is definitely not a balanced thing, but I don't think telling people not to do it is the right solution. CCP definitely went in the right direction by fixing the mechanic, the district locking mechanic. I mean, that was just silly, letting people sit back and get millions, billions of ISK who already own districts. That was silly. That was very silly of CCP. So they've made a step forward on that. Okay, good. Now I feel it. Now I feel like I've covered everything. Huzzah. Oh, did I really say huzzah? Yes, I did. I've said a lot of funny words today. Oh, and there's the end of the game. Boom, boom, blam goes the MCC. It was a turnaround game. I love having footage of a turnaround game. That's not something you see every day in Dust. And, look at this new Ludicor Ninja guy. That was an impressive score. I don't know if you saw it. That was like 1,800 war points and 21 to 2 KD. I can't believe that guy isn't in a better corp. I can't believe that guy didn't get snatched up. That guy was in an NPC corp. Can't believe it. With getting scores like that. Can't believe a guy who's scoring that high is in an NPC corp. That's amazing. Thank you again, Ludicor, for saving my suit. Hey, and then that's just there to encourage people to save me in the future. Yeah. And yeah, sorry I'm making you look at a still picture now. I still have more stream of consciousness to go, apparently. Yeah, so for my future videos, I really want to collaborate with people. Collaborate with me, people. Help me, save me, make impressive kills in my videos, and I will show you, I will talk about you, the other Dust players, in my videos. But if you have an idea for a video, collaborate with me. You could just be you and me talking. It could be that simple. Also, I've been talking a lot about events. You know what? I'm going to make up my own event this week. It's called Use All the Suits That Are Gonna Become Useless event. Because it'll kind of sort of save me ISK. That's not an official CCP thing. That's just something I'm making up. So that's my event for this week. Oh god, okay. So after all that happens, I'm gonna need a break from this game. I already feel like I need one. I feel like I've been playing non-stop since Mauler came out. But yeah, stream of consciousness complete. Official download complete. Thank you for watching this. I know this hasn't been organized, but that's what you get today. Enjoy.